God bless everyone. My name is Jovan Mumboy. I am from the Department of Hospitality Management, and today we were going to discuss to you the sustainable management of tourism and hospitality. So, what comes in our mind if we say sustainable? Sustainable is preserving such thing or facilities or area. Let's say, for example, in the restaurant or hotel, we have to be sustainable because or so that we can provide or continue to provide a quality service to our guests and customers. At the end of this lesson or chapter, you should be able to define sustainable tourism, discuss the global ethics of tourism, get acquainted with the sustainable development goals of tourism and hospitality, describe the management of sustainable tourism and hospitality. Next is to understand the current trends in sustainable tourism and hospitality. Next is to analyze the global impact of sustainable tourism and hospitality. And lastly, to explain the benefit of sustainable tourism and hospitality. The meaning of sustainable management of tourism and hospitality. It refers to achieving quality growth in a manner that does not deplete the natural and built environment and preserves the culture, history, and the heritage of the local community. No? So, ang pag-preserve daw sa mga ato ang culture and history ng mga heritage is really important, no? So, mano day i-preserve nato ang mga cultural heritage and mga historical spot so that ang mga future generation is makita pa nila nga naadira ang mga cultural heritage, makita pa nila, ma-feel pa nila, and hangtod karon na preserve pa nila pag-ayo ang mga cultural heritage. Let's say, for example, ang Vegan City or the Calle Crisologo. No, na-preserve nila pag-ayo and hangtod karon is gina-visit Japan siya sa mga turista. And not just in the local people but also foreign na mga foreigner, no? Key to sustainable management of tourism and hospitality is to balance the number of the visitors with capacity of given environment in a manner that allows the greatest interactions and enjoyment with the least distractions. So meaning, para pa daw ma-preserve pag-ayo ang usa ka destination or tourist spot is mag-limit lang yun tao kanang mga number of visitors. Let's say, for example, naayo sa ka-destinations or tourist spot nga nagalimit lang sila o number of visitors nga pwede mo anha-anak na destination or dili kanang mga area like tagpulo lang after sa pulo dahil na pulo kay if idungan man gud nato na possibilities nga dili ma-control ang crowded kaayo nga people. Muna mo result na siya sa pag-harm sa tourist destinations, and dako kay na siya impact if maguba ang usa ka destinations. So if maguba man gani ang usa ka destinations, dako ka siya impact like mawalan ang trabaho ang naadadto and also the local residents, and also mubaba pud ang economic growth, no? So muna nga it's really important nga pag-control sa number of visitors.
Major concern: carrying capacity is the largest number of people a destination can efficiently manage with its given environment and management capabilities. So if the number of visitors can't handle sa ka-destination or sa ka-facilities, maharm jud, and also it can result pud sa kanang pagbaba sa economic growth. Close ang sa ka-destination para sa Boracay, na close siya because of excessive excessive tourist. Kanang daghan na kay mga tourists nga niadto didto, and because of the number of tourists munang ma-harm ang usa ka destination nga pagpalasa ng mga sewages, munang puno na ang mga kuan, way mga proper kuan. Muna siya nga, to avoid this situation, effective planning steps must be taken in with effective policy guidelines. So, makabantay man gid mo no sa and every destination or tourist destination is nagaset gyud na sila og mga naga-implement gyud na sila og mga policy guidelines. Like say for example, sustainable, like mga proper waste disposal, nakasegregate ang non-bio o bio, and also the recyclable and hazardous na mga butang. And also, napoy mga minimal lang mga pero dako ka siya katabang nga mga policies and guidelines. Let's say for example kanang bawal mag-pick sa flower, bawal manghihi diri, bawal mga maglabay-labay og mga basura. Una nga mag-set jud ta og kanang policies and guidelines kay para ma-preserve ang ato ang natural nga mga tourist spot.
Managing sustainable tourism and hospitality depends on sound policies that include a harmonious relationship among the local communities, the private sectors, and the government to protect the natural, built, and cultural environment. So, para daw ma-preserve pagilog ayo kana nga mga destination or tourist spot is dapat maki-coordinate with sa mga local communities and also the government. Dapat kana sila nga mga destination is naka-accord na sila og kanang safety seal or they are obligated to operate anak nga mga destination. Kay dako kay utabang if maki-coordinate dito sa government kay sila mismo is mutabang na sila o pag-sustain sa ato ang mga tourist destination and mga natural built na mga heritage. And dako mungod ko kayo katabang if ma-sustain jud nato ang mga tourist destination kay mao na ang naghatag sa ato ang nagpadako sa ato ang economic growth kay naabiyay mo visit nga mga not just local but also mga foreigners nga mo sa ato ang country. And sila is dako kas nagkatabang sa ato kay they are before they sa money there is gina-exchange nila ang ilahang money to peso para ma-avail nila ang mga pwede nila ma-avail diri sa ato ang country. Next, the Code's 10 principles comprises the economic, social, cultural, and environmental components of travel and tourism. So there are 10 articles. Article 1, tourism contribution to mutual understanding and respect between people and societies. Article 2, tourism as a vehicle for individual and collective fulfillment. Article 3, tourism a factor of sustainable development. Article 4, tourism as a user of cultural heritage of mankind and contributor to its enhancement. Article 5, tourism beneficial activity for host countries and communities. Article 6, obligation of stakeholders in tourism and management. Article 7, right to tourism. Article 8, liberty of tourism movement. Article 9, rights of the workers and entrepreneurs in the tourism industry. And lastly, Article 10, implementation of the principle of the Global Code of Ethics for Tourism. So to sum up everything, no? So kini nga mga article is nag-provide siya og guidelines to ensure responsible and sustainable interaction between tourists, local communities, and the environment. It emphasizes the respecting local cultures, minimizing environmental impact, and contributing positively to the destination visited. So, the next reporter will be Miss Binida.
God bless everyone, especially kayo, Sir Ange. God bless. I am the next reporter of Juban's Report. So, what are the Sustainable Development Goals? So, the Sustainable Development Goals, or the SDG, also known as the Global Goals, are a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity. So, there are 17 interconnected and interdependent goals constitute the Millennium Development Goals and include new areas such as the climate change, economic inequality, innovation, sustainable consumption, and peace among justice, and other priorities. So the SDG, or the Sustainable Development Goals, they build upon the Millennium Development Goals and include new areas such as Katonggang Kinania, climate change, economic inequality, innovation, sustainable consumption, and so on. The SDGs provide clear guidelines and target for all countries to follow. What is the UNDP's role? The SDG came into effect in January 2016 and will continue to direct UNDP policy and funding for the next 15 years. So, ang SDG kay naabot ang SDG kay na-effective siya atong January 2016. As the lead UN Development Agency, UNDP is tasked to carry out the goals in 170 countries and territories. So, ang UNDP is naatasan siya para matabangan ng 170 countries and territories para makuha nila ilang goal, mabuhat nila ilang goal. So here are the 17 global goals. So first is the end poverty in all its forms everywhere. So number 1 is it talks about the poverty. So eradicating poverty in all its forms everywhere. For example, microfinance initiatives providing loans, small loans to entrepreneurs in developing countries to start businesses and lift themselves out of poverty. Ang mga microfinance kay nagpalending sila sa mga tao para mag-start up of business. So with the help of that anang microfinance is nakatabang sila sa mga tao bitaw nga walang jud. So nato sa mga tao kung magkuhan sila kanang unsa to nila pagruling ng kwarta para makuha bitaw nila ilang kinabuhi, ilang ma-lift up ilang kuhan ba ilang life. So number 2. So, ang number 2 is end hunger, achieve food security, and improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. So, number 2 talks about the zero hunger. End hunger, achieve food security, and improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. Like for example, in investing in sustainable farming practices to increase crop yields and improve food access in vulnerable communities. So number 3, ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. So it also talks about the good health and well-being. Ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. So like for example, expanding access to healthcare services including vaccinations and preventative care in underserved areas. So number 4, it ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Number 4 is it talks about the quality education. So like for example, providing free and accessible education to all children regardless of their background or location. So number 5, achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. So number 5 is talks about the gender equality. Like for example, promoting women's rights and leadership roles in various various sectors including politics, business, and education. Number 6 is ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Number 6 is the clean water and sanitation. So like for example, investing in water infrastructure to provide clean water and sanitation facilities to communities lacking access. Number 7, ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. Affordable and clean energy to ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. Like for example, transitioning to renewable energy sources such as solar, wind power para maka-reduce o mga resilience sa mga fossil fuels and improve ang energy access. So number 8 is to promote sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth full of productive employment and decent work for all. It talks about, number 8, it talks about the decent work and economic growth. So like for example, creating job opportunities through investing in infrastructure and sustainable industries. Number 9 is build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. So the industry, innovation, and infrastructure, like for example, investing in sustainable transportation systems and promoting green technologies. And then, number 10 rather, reduce inequality within among countries. So like for example, implementing for progressive taxation policies to distribute wealth and provide social safety nets for vulnerable populations. Number 11 is make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. Sustainable tourism can contribute to this by promoting responsible development in tourism destinations, avoid over-tourism and strains infrastructure and resources, and ensuring that local communities benefit from tourism development. Like for example, developing eco-friendly transportation options in tourist cities to reduce traffic congestions and pollution. Number 12, ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. Sustainable tourism practices encourage responsible consumption by tourists minimizing waste and promoting the use of local and sustainable products. Like for example, encouraging the tourists to use reusable water bottles and reduce single-use plastics. Number 13, take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. The tourism sector can contribute by reducing its carbon footprint through energy-efficient practices, promoting sustainable transportation, and supporting conservation efforts. Like for example, hotels investing in renewable energy sources like solar power. And number 14, conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. Sustainable tourism can protect marine ecosystems by promoting responsible diving and snorkeling practices, avoiding damage to coral reefs, and supporting marine conservation initiatives. Like for example, implementing regulations to limit the number of tourists visiting sensitive marine areas. Number 15, protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification and halt and reverse land degradation, and halt biodiversity loss. Sustainable tourism can help protect biodiversity by promoting ecotourism initiatives, promoting responsible wildlife viewing, and contributing the conservation efforts. Like for example, supporting community-based conservation projects that involve local communities in protecting natural habitats. And number 16, promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. So sustainable tourism can promote social inclusion by creating employment opportunities for local communities and fostering intercultural understanding. Like for example, enjoying local guides and using locally owned businesses and tourism operations. And lastly, the number 17 has strengthened the means of implementation and revitalized the global partnership for sustainable development. Sustainable tourism requires collaboration between governments, businesses, and communities to ensure its positive impact. Like for example, public-private partnerships to ma-develop ang makasustain sila sa tourism infrastructure para makapromote sila of responsible tourism practices. To sum up together, it concludes by stating that the International Year of Sustainable Tourism for Development of 2017 aimed to promote changes in policies and consumer behavior to create a more responsible and committed tourism sector. The UNWTO Secretary General's quote emphasizing the immense potential of tourism and economic prosperity, social inclusion, and environmental preservation if managed sustainably.
Hi, good day everyone. My name is Jedel Fontega and God bless you all. And today we will talk about what are the sustainable and tourism hospitality framework, and also what are the current trends and sustainable tourism and hospitality industry. What is the sustainable tourism and hospitality framework? Sustainable management of tourism and hospitality aims to achieve quality growth with depleting natural environments and cultural heritage. It balances visitor members with an area's current capacity to maximize enjoyment. What are the 5 P's sustainable tourism? Its agenda for sustainable tourism, the United Nations identified 5 P's, which is people, lands, poverty, prosperity, and peace. So, what are the 3 sustainable tourism plans? These are the Visitor Impact Management or VIM, and the second is Visitor Activity Management Process, which is VAMP, and the third is Visitor Experience and Resource Protection or BERP. The current trends in sustainable tourism and hospitality. Current trends in sustainable tourism and hospitality emphasize minimizing environmental impact, promoting social responsibility, and enhancing the overall traveler experience while benefiting local communities. key area include eco-friendly accommodations. And there is a example of the diagram on current trends of sustainable in tourism.
God bless everyone. God bless Sir Andrew Albano. I am the last reporter. So my topic is about global impact of sustainable tourism and hospitality. So sustainable tourism and hospitality is a concept that focuses on minimizing the negative impact of the tourism industry, of the environment and local communities, while maximizing its positive benefits. This approach to tourism is gaining popularity around the world as more and more people become aware of the need to protect the environment and support local economies. One of the key global impacts of sustainable tourism and hospitality is the promotion of environmental conservation by promoting sustainable practices such as waste reduction, energy efficiency, and the use of renewable resources. Tourism industry can play a crucial role in reducing its overall environmental footprint. This in turn helps to protect natural habitats, reduce pollution, and conserve natural resources for future generations. Another important global impact of sustainable tourism and hospitality is the support of local communities. By focusing on sustainable practices, the tourism industry can provide economic benefits to local communities without harming their natural or cultural heritage. This can include supporting local businesses, employing local workers, and using local products and services. This helps to boost the local economy and improve the quality of life for residents, while also providing tourists with authentic and enriching experience. So in overall, the global impact of sustainable tourism and hospitality is significant by promoting environmental conservation and supporting local communities. This approach to tourism can have far-reaching benefits for both the environment and the people who live in and around the destinations that are visited. The benefits of sustainable tourism and hospitality. So sustainable tourism and hospitality offer numerous benefits, including environmental protection, economic development, and cultural preservation. They also enhance the quality of life for both tourists and local communities, while promoting a more conscious approach to travel. So here are some environmental benefits. First is reduce ecological impact. Sustainable tourism minimizes the negative effects of tourism on ecosystems, such as pollution and resource depletion. Also, protection of natural resources. It promotes responsible resource management and conservation efforts, preserving biodiversity and natural landscapes. And then, reduce pollution. Sustainable practices like waste management and energy conservation help reduce pollution levels and improve air and water quality. Here are some economic benefits. First is local economic development. Sustainable tourism can create jobs and generate income for local communities, supporting livelihoods and reducing poverty. Also, it can increase business opportunities. Sustainable tourism stimulates the growth of related businesses, including accommodation, transportation, and food services. And it also benefits the social and cultural preservation. Sustainable tourism promotes the preservation of local cultures, traditions, and heritage, ensuring that they are passed down to future generations. And it also enhances guest experience. Sustainable tourism offers travelers the opportunity to engage with local cultures, experience nature, and learn about environmental issues.